We have now read through Daniel 3:23, and perhaps you're following along in a Catholic Bible translation, such as the New American Bible, which we have on the screen here before us. If so, we would pick up then in Daniel 3:24. They walked about in the flames, singing to God and blessing the Lord. In the fire, Azariah stood up and prayed aloud, "Blessed are you and praiseworthy, O Lord, the God of our fathers, and glorious forever is your name." Now, if you're following along in a Protestant Bible translation, this material, and going on to the next page, is not there. Like verse 24 does not reflect this. What's going on? As this footnote in the New American Bible explains, this material is translated from the Septuagint, the Greek, not from Hebrew or Aramaic. We do notice, even on this page, a difference. Azariah, whose name is Abednego in the Babylonian version of his name, is now sort of a major character here in this section called the Prayer of Azariah. Do we see this in the Septuagint? Yes, we do. Here we have the Göttingen Septuagint. It's open to the page that begins with verse 24 there in Daniel 3, and you can see lots of material that does not appear in Aramaic. I'm showing on the screen the New English translation of the Septuagint just to illustrate that this Daniel 3:24 material also appears in the Theodotion translation, which in parts that do come from the Hebrew and Aramaic, it seems like is a more literalistic translation than the Old Greek in the Septuagint. Now, I mentioned the New English translation of the Septuagint. That's a new translation founded upon the New Revised Standard Version rendering of the Old Testament and modified to reflect readings in an eclectic text of the Septuagint. A newer Septuagint translation is the Lexham English Septuagint. It's a translation of Codex Vaticanus, so a single manuscript. Here is a comparison table of just those verses that I had read from the New American Bible, showing the New English translation of the Septuagint, and then several times where this passage appears in the Lexham English Septuagint. First, the Old Greek, then Theodotion, that's the alternate reading, and then finally in Odes. Odes is a short book that has exemplary prayers, Odes 9. Because these passages do not appear in Aramaic scripture, we're not going to refer to them anymore. We set them aside. But it's good to know about because good technical commentaries on the book of Daniel are going to interact to some degree with these Greek additions.